For our next exercise, we're going to do a start with 3 geometric shapes in any juxtaposition, different sizes, different orientations, different relationships, and try and create some contrast with that to get at least contrast going in your painting. So I've got a 1-inch spreader. I've got my trusty cut-off 1-inch chip brush. Actually, this is a 2-inch spreader. I've got a skinny brush and a 2-inch chip brush. And I'll use a variety of these brushes to kind of get some contrast going. So I think kind of to shake it up, I'm going to start with this spreader. And I'm going to do circle, square, and a triangle, sort of a la Robert Motherwell. And I'm going to start with a big square. And because the spreader gets rid of a lot of its paint early on, I'm already having some interesting effects with heavy to light lines. Then I'm going to take the 1-inch cutoff brush, do a triangle, maybe the big brush, and I'm just randomly doing this intuitively. I'm not really thinking other than the fact that I know I want to create some contrast. Then I also have, in addition to black and white, I have bronze yellow on my palette. So my brush accidentally dipped into that, which is why you see the yellow. And I'm also going to focus on not making my shape so perfect, so such a perfect square. Maybe they'll be a little more off-kilter. And I'm overlapping. I'm just doing this to see what I can get on the paper. I think I'll pick up my Lyra 9B, see what I have here, and make some squares. That are kind of on the bias. We'll try the black pastel now. Let's see. Maybe some triangles over here. And they're not perfectly shaped triangles. And we can put a square or like a rectangle there. So I'm going to let this dry for a little bit, and we'll come in and start the veiling process. So this piece of paper's had a chance to dry a little bit, and during the break I did gel gloss some of the black pastel lines. Now I'm going to take a little matte medium on my cut-off 2-inch brush and just kind of go back and forth over these lines a little bit to stabilize them. And start building up some depth. We might take our Bondo knife and scrape some of this. And then I'll start going in and doing some veiling and obliterating. And we'll see what develops over the next few minutes. Let's see. I'm thinking maybe losing some of the heaviness of that. I've got a couple of shades of gray here also that I'm working with, sort of a lightish warm gray that's a little opaque. And I'm just trying to get rid of some of this busyness that's happening here. I also have some bronze yellow and a little aqua blue on my palette. I might make up sort of a greeny, light greenish color. And maybe we'll put some of that on and just see what happens. It'll make a nice undertone to a lighter color later. And again, I'm not going to finish this painting in this round. I'm just showing you this veiling process. And then I'll probably work on this in another exercise and get it farther along. Let's see. I'm feeling that should be whiter. And you'll notice, for example, this gray is starting to make its own shape also, sort of an elongated rectangle. I'm trying to be mindful of shape since that's our theme right now. Another sort of rectangle. I want to go back in with a little of the black. I'm using my 1-inch chip brush. And who knows what that'll be in the end. And then I might want to draw again over this gray paint. And I'm just doing this in an intuitive way. I have no plan here, and we have no idea how this is going to shake out. But I think I'm feeling a little bit more of this bronze yellow. And you can see it's a pretty transparent paint. I did put matte medium in it, but it's not that solid anyway. We're going to wipe some of that off. And maybe we'll take what's on the rag and put it someplace else. So this is the process of how you do this back and forth thing. And I'm doing it at this stage. I'm not thinking that much about it. I'm just doing what comes into my head, what feels right to do. And that's how I suggest that you approach this. So continue on with, do this exercise and take it as far as you want. Post it in the Facebook group, ask for help if you need to, and you'll get it to the finish line eventually.